Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tajen. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. You guys have just made me totally excited. I mean, you guys have blown my mind plus 99 with your comments, with your love, with your supports. And yes, I've had some haters in between, but you know what? I have gotten to the point where I don't even care anymore. That's just where they're vibrating at. I haven't watched The Ghetto Nun and it's been over a year. But one thing that I used to love that she used to say is that you can exit stage left and don't hit your head in tarot land, baby. Go find you someone that's going to be a charmer and to, you know, sugarcoat what they need to tell you in order for their views to grow and to get more people, because they're not rocking the boat. I didn't come here to make you comfortable. If you're with okay, of course you don't want to be with a tarot reader that's nasty and disrespectful. And I don't feel like I'm that type of person. I'm not nasty. I'm not disrespectful. You guys have to realize that all of us are on our journeys and we're on different levels spiritually, intellectually as well. So with that being said, I have a lot of fire in me. Yes, I am a Cancer. Cancers are very sweet people, but do not push them to the limit because they will snap at you. Okay, they're called crabs for a reason. Have you ever noticed someone with a crabby attitude? Well, that's where the idiom comes from. That, you know, the idiom comes from when someone is crabby, they're referring to a crab. So with that being said, thank you guys that had to listen to me vent. All right. And one thing that I am going to say, you guys, what I do for you, this is my time. This is not your time. This is my time that I take out of my day from my clients who pay me very handsomely. And I come over here and I make these videos when I could be making money. I'm coming and doing this for you as a labor of love. And then you come and critique me. Oh, well, you should have made a separate video for the haters. Why? Who would do that? Who will take out the time? To me, that's counterproductive. Why would I waste my energy for a whole video for my haters? No, that is giving away my power. Now, I'm allowed to vent. I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say because this is my channel. And some of the people that I was addressing was watching the video. So why would I make a separate video just for them? Because then that would make sense. I mean, to me, consciously, that doesn't feel right. So again, if you don't like the way that I conduct my affairs on my channel, you don't have to listen. You don't have to chime in. Feel free to be on anyone else's channel here in Tarot Land, because there's many of us. But one thing that I will leave you with, how accurate are they on your personal readings? You see what I'm saying? I don't just come here just to give general readings. I do personal readings for many of you. Okay? And they're accurate. And they come to pass. I have never in my history of having my YouTube channel did a reading and someone told me they wanted their money back because they didn't feel like it fit them. Because I talk about past, present, and future. So there's no way that you can deny the things that has happened to you already in the past. And if I didn't know what I was talking about, there would be no way that I could tap into that energy. So thank you again for selling me out of my Oracle deck. Like, that totally just blew my mind. Thank you guys for those of you that have purchased the Becoming Divine Beings and the feedback that you have even given me on that video and that training. And then now you're going to be tapping into your past lives because I'm going to be doing the readings for you guys. Man, I'm just, you know, I know how Jesus felt when his disciples grasped on spiritually and they grew exponentially from it. But I'm going to share some things with you, okay? First of all, stop trying to figure everything out and do this instead. As of April the 25th through October the 1st, we are now in retrograde, you guys. No wonder I've had so many people with stank ass attitudes towards me. It makes sense. And one way that I'm going to help you, I'm not going to make this a long drawn out video neither, because I'm actually preparing for work. But one thing that is going to help you to traverse through this period is stop thinking with your head. Stop being logical and be more intuitive, because this time calls for it, because this retrograde is in Capricorn. And I'm going to tell you about Capricorn energy because I have a Capricorn child. When they get to the point where they do not care, they shut down in every aspect and they don't care about nothing. Okay? When somebody say, put it in the fucky bucket, that's what they do. And they don't come and watch and see if you are out of that fucky bucket, or do they come to see how you faring, what your lot in life is. When they get to that point when they don't care, they do not care. And a lot of us, we need to separate and prioritize what is important from what is not. What is a priority from a non-priority? What is productive to what is counterproductive? That's what this retrograde is all about. I'm going to be posting some little tidbits of how you can harness the energy and make it work for your good, you guys. I purchased my office during the retrograde, our last retrograde. I had no drawbacks besides this COVID-19, but that didn't affect me. That affected the whole world wide as a whole. So again, you still can manifest during a retrograde, especially for those of you like myself that are high vibers and you are above a retrograde. You are above what's going on with the planets and the chaos that's going on within the planets, because you are the universe pushed inside out, as Neville Goddard says. So I'm going to do a little mini reading and then I'll get you on your way, and then I'll come back later on tonight, depending on how I feel. I can't make any promises, but it is my every intention to come back tonight and light a retrograde candle for all of us so we can traverse through this, just like I did for us with COVID-19 and the healing. All right. And I haven't so far heard anyone on Tribe 1111 in the post section or community section said that they came down with COVID. All right. So anyway, you are a shaman, an ancient healer with a lot of wisdom. A lot of you are tapping into those shamanic healings and those powers to be able to push you through and to move you forward on your journey. And a lot of you have been healing. And it's not been as arduous. It hasn't been as daunting as it has been before you have tapped into your powers. A lot of you have been healing yourself by laying your hands on yourself through Reiki healing, just like Jesus used to do. But you've been doing this for yourself. A lot of you have been sending Reiki ball energies to your twin flame and healing them through these Reiki balls. I see it. And you know what, you guys, I was going to just make a little small post about this, but I was intuitively guided to make a little short video, mini video of just, 4 cards I pulled. I didn't pull that many, just to give you where we are at in the collective energetically. Speaking about movement, you're a river right now, okay? And in this river, you're flowing. And I want you to continue to be in harmony with your thoughts. Jesus said, go get your house in order. The Bible is allegorical. It's symbolic. A lot of symbolism, okay? What Jesus was saying in all actuality is go get your mind in order. Organize your mind and your thinking. Because before we can realize and come into realization, actualization, materialization of what it is that we want, we have to be congruent with our thoughts. Because if not, we set up what is called resistance. And it's no wonder that a lot of us have been out of union for as long as we have. Because we have not been in congruency with what we want and what our desires are in our hearts. So instead of being logical all the time in your head, drop down into your heart center, and filter your thoughts through your heart. And if you have a thought for 1 second that doesn't feel right, that is your barometer. That is your gauge to measure that you're not in your sweet spot. And as Abraham Hicks would say, you're not in your vortex. You're not there. Because if you were there, you would feel good. You see, when you're close to your manifestation, I'm one that can tell you from my own personal experience with my beloved, my baby. Y'all, I love that man. I love that man so much because he gets me. He comprehends me. He doesn't try to change who I am. And he loves my flaws and all. Yesterday, even today, he was just laughing at me because I was expressing some things to him. He was like, baby, I love when you're mad, but I love the way that you express yourself when you're mad. It's so darn cute. And it was so funny because something had happened that pissed him off while he was on the phone with me. And I was like, baby, do you know you're sexy when you're mad? So it's like we're admiring even the things that most people would be like, oh, people are not perfect, you guys. And we came here to have a human experience and to experience emotions, which is energy in motion. But do not let your emotions work up against you. Instead, make it work for you. My baby told me yesterday, because we always have a good time every time that we video talk on the phone, whenever we are fraternizing, it's always good. He was like, baby, I just don't want this to end. I pray that we can continue this. I said, of course we can. If you make it a point to do something in your mind, and then you implant it deep down in your heart, the only person that can change that is us. Because it takes two to tangle. And he was like, you're right, baby. We're always going to be like this. It's been 3 years plus. Why wouldn't it continue to be better? Because after 3 years, damn. I mean, people, when you first meet them, you meet their representative. But 3 years of representation of someone that you're not, I don't think so. I mean, after a while, I say even after 6 months, you really get a chance to see a person's true colors. And so pride yourself on knowing that what you feel is real. And do not allow for thought to come and steal your manifestations. And when you get those epiphanies, don't block them out. Oh, I hope that is for me. I've been waiting for X amount of time and it still hasn't happened. Because what you're doing is counteracting that thought. What you're doing is sabotaging. Self-sabotage is real, you guys. You say that you want something with your lips, but in your heart is something different. And this is the reason why Jesus said that out of the mouth, the heart speaks abundant. Because that's how you really feel. What comes out of your mouth is how you really feel. Just like Khadijah said that she hopes that I get punished in the afterlife. You're not a person of the light. Why would you wish torture on anybody? It is my every intention that everyone that I speak to ascend. And if you're not in this lifetime to ascend, at least grow spiritually and exponentially and become a light being and be drawn to the light. Why would I want you to be punished in the afterlife? That is diabolical. And that's satanic thinking. And that lets me know where she was vibrating at. So I blocked her because I don't deal with people like that. Even when I was a Jehovah's Witness, I never condemned people and wished that they went to Gehenna, which is everlasting death. Because Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in hellfire. Okay? We don't believe in a place of torment. Because if God made a place of torment, and what kind of God is that? I'm just saying, know the God that you serve, people. I know that source gave us all free will, and it's up to us to make our own decisions. This is the reason why we have free will. Another thing is that those that created us in their image. And this is the reason why it's powerful the way that we think. You have completion. What completes it is your thought. We don't really make things come about by our actions unless we're moved to action. 99.99999% of the time, we create things because we're a conscious co-creator alongside source by what we think, you guys. And what we think about is what we bring about. And this is a time during this retrograde, you do not want to have destructive manifestations come back to you. There are going to be people that are going to be mean to you. But the Bible says to heap fiery coals upon one's head. Still be who you are and be unchanged by it. And I really feel that a lot of you need to understand what it means to be a light being. You are both light and you are both dark. And you have to work both sides or you will be imbalanced. And you cannot say that you are in union with yourself. Because there is no division within. And so when you have to address things, you have to address things. Last, we have the sanctuary. Your body is your temple. We spoke about Jesus Christ yesterday on the coming out of the spiritual closet and becoming divine beings video. That Jesus is the living tabernacle. So are you. And this is the reason why I made that video. So you can become in your Godship, in your divineship. How could you think that you're anything less than God when God said that he created you in his image? Hello, ding, ding, ding. If I was born from a king and I am a woman, I will become a princess and eventually I will become queen. Especially if there's no male son. Do you see my point? I am of royalty because my father is of royalty. And the same thing applies to each and every last one of you. Hey, I'm not here trying to convince you. All right? I'm just here trying to impress upon your mind who and what you are. Because many of us have forgotten along the way. And I have come to the conclusion of this beautiful reading. You guys hang in there. I will try to do a live with you guys tonight for this retrograde and get some healing done for all of us because we need it. Okay? You can never have enough healing. I love you guys immensely. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness, and so it is, everyone. Namaste.